Hello guys and welcome to this video. I am Steffen, the CEO and game director of Betadwarf, and I have bought myself some equipment here to be able to start doing some videos for you because I thought that'd be super exciting and maybe you would find it fun as well. Let's see. Once I've created a bunch of videos, we'll probably ask you, should we continue or not? The key thing that we will uncover today is crafting. You see I've set it up so I can neatly switch my screens between full face and then showing this off. So I'm pretty proud of my YouTuber skills here, but let's stay on my face. What we'll talk about today is crafting among many of the new features. Probably there will be some videos uncovering others, so that these videos won't take like 20 minutes or whatever. I'll see if I can digest this beautiful content in 300 seconds. It'll probably be more. So also I did the playtest reminder, thanks for the script. So that's 5th of October, hope to see everybody there, and that's gonna be really fun and it will last for several days, so you can finally build up some cool gear in your storage and also progression in your crafting, which is what I'm about to talk about. So many of you will realize there's kind of a new menu here, and you're also jumping around in the haven that was recently disclosed. I'm not going to talk too much about that today, but it's more about the crafting here. So the key point of crafting is that this is one of the key ways to get progression in the game. So these are your progression levels. You have smithing, survivalism, and enchanting. And currently they're all level 1, of course, but this is since this is a rough game where you lose a lot of your stuff all the time when you die, this is one of the key things that you actually do not lose. You will never lose your survivalism level, so all the progress you have accumulated here will stay with you forever, at least in that season. So therefore it's very cool to increase it. So part of what crafting is therefore is this sense of progression that won't be taken away from you, that you have learned all these things and unlocked all the different recipes that you can then craft forever in the season. The other thing is that we want from crafting is run goal variation. So that means that you have these different recipes. You can see up here what it actually takes to craft it. And all these materials are distributed on different enemies and chests and so on in the game that are unique typically to it. Similarly, if we go to something else like Scalestone, this is a little bit different, doesn't require you to kill an enemy. Instead you would have to pursue a stone that you can find, and then you can collect Scalestone from it. Some of the more advanced stones that you need to uncover requires a mining pick that you can either craft or buy here, but it means that if you go into the mission with it, you may switch to the camera, you may die and lose it, so that's extra tense. I actually like this feature. Now notice here that because I crafted this, I got the Cape of Endurance, and yes, as I mentioned, it typically is health based. If I crafted, let's say, Wristlet of Power, it's gonna give me ability power. So generally, enchanting is ability power, survivalism is attack damage, and smithing is endurance. The other cool thing is that, so the intent with it is that it provides progression for the player, it provides run variation, because I need to target certain things if I want to accumulate materials for what I want to craft. The third thing is that it increases the build and playstyle control of my character. The more stuff, let me switch because it's cool, and it's an important point, the more stuff that you can build from the recipes that you have, the more control of the playstyle that you want to be able to play with you have. So if you have a lot of the ability power stuff, you can make an ability power build without relying too much on random drops in the missions. Also, you will start unlocking recipes as well for more gameplay defining items, and if you can craft them, you have a little bit more control over getting those resources. It was a pretty important point, right? So those are the key three things we want out of crafting, and once this crafting system gets into your hands in the tests, we would love to know what you think about it, of course. Yeah, the last thing is that we'll share more information about the new content that you'll be able to test in the upcoming tests in future videos like this. If there's subjects that you're particularly interested in, you can comment on this video. I'm sure Alexander will poke you and say that. I kind of enjoy making videos, so hopefully the quality here is good enough for you to endure me continuing. And maybe I should up the resolution on my camera? I don't know. Tips are welcome, and thanks for listening in.